The United Nations estimates that we'll need about 70% more food by 2050 to feed a population of 10 billion people. But it's not just about feeding people. My research tries to also look at how can we do this while reducing its environmental footprint. Our food system is actually a major environmental threat. About a quarter of our climate change problem is because of agriculture. It's the biggest user of fresh water on this planet. It's the biggest driver of deforestation and biodiversity loss. Agriculture also takes up a third of our world's land. So it has a huge footprint, and that's why we have to think about it at a global scale. The work that my students and I do is essentially to compile global data sets, and we develop models to see how this might be possible. We examine solutions both on the supply side, but also on the demand side, by how much can we reduce demand for food by shifting diets or by reducing food waste. Our research shows that smaller farms do have many benefits. They seem to be more productive than conventional farms for the same amount of land. We also find that smaller farms have more biodiversity. They actually have more crop species. They also have other kinds of biodiversity on their land. The big drawback of smaller farms is that they are less productive for the farmer. We also try to look at how does organic agriculture perform compared to conventional agriculture. And what we found is that there is one major trade-off with organic agriculture, that it has lower yields. But we found that yield gap is different depending on what kinds of crops you're growing and where you're growing. We found that in climates that are quite dry, that are rain-fed and not irrigated, that organic can actually perform well. Our research shows that we cannot do it just by changing the way we do our agriculture. We also have to change the way we consume our food and also reduce food waste. I see that the younger generation is really aware of these issues and that they are changing the way they behave. A lot of them are vegetarian or vegan, and they are doing that because they know that eating meat has a huge environmental footprint. If we want to live sustainably on this planet in the long term, we have to figure out how to make our food systems more environmentally friendly.